So another interview from True Amsterdam. For those that follow the recruitment buzz, they'll recognise this gentleman, Bill Fischer, who I've interviewed on many occasions about some phenomenal products that Bill continuously is developing and developed. I think probably in the last month they've launched TheSocialCV.
That's correct.
What is it?
So the TheSocialCV, a way to think about it is every day, about 150 million times, people reveal a little bit about who they are, on social media. So it could be a status update on Twitter, it could be a post to a blog, it could be a post to Tumblr, it could be videos they posted to YouTube, they could be updating their profile on a different social media site. We go through the data on 50 different social media sites every day. We use semantic tools to analyze what they say, and we build a dossier of who that person is. So we try to figure out the books they like, the music they like, the skills they might have, professional skills, job titles, universities they've attended, and then we build a searchable, sortable, filterable semantic database of all these professionals.
Okay. The word TheSocialCV implies, originally when I heard of it, I thought, oh, this is something for job seekers.
Yep.
Actually, this is not. It's actually a recruiter product for sourcing and finding, in effect, candidates with their full social history attached.
Yeah, so we're so we get a lot of that data, but we also we're trying to map 1 billion users of social media globally. So we're building a talent pool of 1 billion users. We try to our focus with that product is finding the data we think would be relevant to a recruiter. So are they an engaged professional? So if we're able to figure out their job title, we assign skills to that job title. We then use semantic tools to go through their posts to see, do they tweet, if they're a software developer, do they tweet or blog about jQuery builds, or Hadoop versus MongoDB, or just try to figure out how engaged they are professionally with what they do.
That's all right.
No sleep the last 2 nights.
Oh, no sleep. This is a man. No, we're not going to edit this. This is a man that's become a father not so long ago.
So we've really kind of focused this product on, like, what is it that a recruiter wants to know about somebody? Are they a cultural fit with the organization? Do they have the right skills? Do they have the right professional background? Do they have the right interests? So we can kind of quickly identify from 100 million individuals who's the right person for the organization.
So how many people have you so far, in inverted commas, socially CV'd?
Yeah, so we currently have about 68 million profiles that we've built. We're building an additional 400,000 profiles every day, so we're able to do about 5 a second. One of our challenges is people have lots of different identities, so we've built a number of proprietary tools, and we use some open source tools that try to tie all those identities together. We then do a semantic analysis of each of the bio information on each of those different profiles, and then we pull it together into a single dossier. An example would be on Twitter. Somebody might in their bio say, I'm a father, I do a little water skiing, sometimes I do some marketing at IBM, but I'd rather be on the beach. Our company would go, they're marketing, using semantic tools, we'll go, they're a marketing professional, they work at IBM, they have a hobby of going water skiing, they have a hobby of going to the beach, and then if we were able to tie that Twitter account to other identities, do that same sort of semantic analysis, we can get a real kind of picture of who that person is.
Okay. Now I actually had the opportunity quite some time ago to play with an early iteration.
Yep.
And I think the search term we used was Paediatrician London. I remember it vividly. I've got to say I was blown away by what I was looking at and what I was finding. So to me, this is an incredibly powerful tool. Recruiters will love it. So on the recruiter side, what's the business model? Is it a per seat, per how do you...
We're doing a seat license model. My guess is that most of the recruiters we'll work with will come in through ATS companies. So workflow is really important to a recruiter. It's something I think we underestimated when we initially built the product. So we spent 6 months, well, we spent 3.5 years building it, but we spent 6 months doing usability testing with 100 recruiters globally, and the workflow issue came back often. So the product is being built into the world's largest ATS companies, and then they will be reselling it to their customers. But like a real important thing is you find the right candidate. You then have to schedule them for an interview. You have to make notes on them. You have to pass them along internal. It needs to interact with Outlook and your calendars and all that. So you need to be able to add it to your own candidate database.
Okay. Different question, but a brief one. And we talked about it earlier in the conference. Privacy.
Yep.
Does an individual have a right to come to your product and say, I don't want to be on it, out of interest? What's the legal situation on this?
Yeah, it's a good question. So one, the data we focus on is only public data that individuals have gone out of their way to share. So we're not... So somebody went to a blog and they decided they wanted to tell the world they like the band Nickelback. Why anybody would do that, I don't know, but they decided they wanted to do that, and we just happen to make it easier for other people to find that information about that individual. We do have a mechanism that anybody can go to the website. They can just send us an email, and we'll remove their profile from the index. But any data we have sits somewhere else, so we can also just help them here are other places where there's information about you, so you could then go to those other spots to have that information taken down.
Okay, if people want to get more information, is it TheSocialCV.com?
Yeah, so TheSocialCV.com is the website. We've got pricing and product and tutorial videos. And
I would urge anybody, take a look at the tutorial video. And I think we've gone through that early adopters mode. I think it's a cool product. I think it's going to challenge a few people, make a few people frightened, but the data is unbelievable.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Cheers.